If you want to put some festive, interesting solar lights out, these just might be it. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. I just picked up these. They say garden lights, but what's interesting about them is that they are solar lights, but they are in the shape of beautiful heavenly stars. Kind of like this guy. So I thought these would be cool to light up my walkway this winter. You know, this holiday when people come over, they want to get into the spirit of things. This might do the trick. Now, I want to show you here. Here's a little stand. You can see, got a thumb screw here to angle them. Kind of a plastic sleeve there. I assume those will sit on top of a post, like a spike that will go on the ground. And then here is the rest of the contraption itself. So, something I noticed about this right off the bat is I didn't order stars. They just must be on the outside of the box. And I realized just now that I ordered snowflakes because it's winter. And I have snowflakes here, but this guy is no snowflake. I'm tough. I'm not just tough on the outside, I'm tough through and through. So, what I get here are 5, kind of like these plastic clear snowflakes sitting in a post and a spike on the bottom, but you can see little cable coming out of the bottom there, and that is because they are all wired together in series. I think that's maybe what you call it. And then what we have here at the end is the battery and the solar cell. So you can see just one cable coming out of there. We have a mode button right there, so I'm assuming maybe just white and on, or maybe it rotates through colors or something, and then the on-off button right there, and then this little post will slot into here. And now what we'll be able to do is put this into the ground. And yes, I do have one more little spike, and you'll want to aim this towards the sun, aiming south here in the northern hemisphere during the winter to get as much sunlight as possible. And this will then power all 5 of these. So it's kind of interesting because the little sensor in here will turn them all on and off at the same time, which is kind of nice, so that they're not independently working. On one hand, I kind of wouldn't mind them not being wired together here because I'm not exactly sure how far apart you can make them. But on the other hand, it's much cheaper when they are all running off one box, because if you were to buy something like this individually, they end up being like $20 or $25 a piece as opposed to $30 for the whole thing, right? So now I'm going to go ahead and get this set up outside, let this charge up, and then we'll see what it looks like in the dark. All right, I wasn't sure how much space I had between these, so I actually used the sidewalk here just to kind of lay them out to see how much space I have between each of these. I would call it like 3.5, maybe 4 feet between each of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and push this one into the ground here, maybe about a foot off of the walkway, and then put the solar cell in here first, and then just kind of use the length of the wire to space these all out. And these things aren't that big, maybe 6 inches in diameter like this. So I don't expect them to be overly bright, just kind of festive. So I'll get the rest of these set up, and then we'll let it charge and see what it looks like. All right, and there they are turned on. I definitely noticed there's 2 modes. One where the light kind of goes on and off and on and off. I just set them to be constantly on, but they have a beautiful bluish white light to them, and they're pretty bright. I wouldn't say that they will light up your walkway too much, but what I love about them is you get 5 in a row. Really easy to install, nicely spaced out, but you get a little bit of that winter holiday spirit with them. So if you're looking for solar-powered LED snowflakes, I would definitely check these out. They're pretty cool. I'll put a link to these in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.
We can discover more and explore so much deeper.